Hi, I'm Dr. Nathan Leavitt. You may have heard recently with the COVID-19 or coronavirus that it's affecting more people that have pre-existing conditions such as heart disease and diabetes. I specifically want to talk about diabetes today just to get a better understanding of why COVID-19 may affect people with diabetes more. And so I want to just explain diabetes just briefly, let's give a brief summary of it. There's two main types of diabetes. You have type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disorder where the immune system attacks the pancreas so that the pancreas can't produce insulin like it should. And then type 2 diabetes is developed more so from when you're abusing the body, when you're just eating too much sugar. In both cases, the insulin's not working properly, and so you get a buildup of sugar in the blood. And so to understand that, the main function of insulin is what it does is it takes sugar and it helps to get it into the cells in the body so the body can utilize the sugar for energy or the body's needs for the sugar. But what happens with diabetes is the insulin is no longer working properly, or the body's just not producing it. I want to just kind of focus on type 2 diabetes. That's the more common type. There's many people, especially in America today, have type 2 diabetes. There's many that have it and may not even know that they have it or are pre-diabetic. But what happens is that sugar gets built up in the blood because that insulin is just overloaded. Over the years, when you're just eating a lot of sugar, the body's just trying to produce insulin to help get that sugar out of the blood, and it gets to a point where the body says, I just can't do this anymore. There's just too much sugar because we keep overloading the body with that sugar, and so the body starts to shut down, and that sugar gets built up in the blood, and then it wreaks havoc in the body, and that sugar will actually lead to destruction of the blood vessels and other problems in the body. It can cause all kinds of problems. And one of the things, though, as you relate it to COVID-19, is when you have a lot of sugar in the blood, it makes it so that your body can't function or can't fight infection as well, because your body's so focused on dealing with that sugar that it can't focus on other things. And one of the things that gets affected is white blood cells. The main function of white blood cells in the body is to fight infection, and white blood cells travel through the bloodstream and then they go to other parts of the body to fight infection. Well, when you have that sugar being built up in the blood and throughout the body, it causes a lot of inflammation, and your body has to focus on dealing with that, and then it can't deal with other infections, such as COVID-19. What we know about COVID-19 is that it's an inflammatory disorder. You get inflammation in the lungs, and then it starts to wreak havoc and causes pneumonia, that leads to the breathing problems and all the problems associated with it. And so even if you're not diabetic, it's good to avoid sugar right now. It's good to avoid any kind of foods that are high glycemic index foods, meaning that those foods will easily turn to sugar in the body. So not just refined sugar, but like foods that have white flour, or high fructose corn syrup, even potatoes, and starchy foods. Those foods are high in glycemic index. French fries. We can list a number of different foods that are high glycemic index, but you really want to avoid those types of foods because your body has to try to fight the inflammation that goes along with those types of foods. But there you have it, in a nutshell. Just a brief summary of diabetes. I hope that this video has been of value to you, and I hope that you'll share it with others, and go ahead and give us a thumbs up if this information was valuable. And another thing is you can join our Facebook group. Our Facebook group is West Knoxville Chiropractic and Medical Health Resources. We've got lots of tips and good information in there with the COVID-19 crisis going on. And that's all for today. Thanks and bye.